Hello civil engineering government job aspirants, welcome to your channel Engineering Educators, Engineering in an Engineered Way. I am Indranil and today I am going to discuss about Municipal Service Commission West Bengal Assistant Engineer 2016. This is the part 3 of this video. This video also useful for SSC JEE, ISRO CE, DRDO, RRB JEE and other state level engineering services exams. Now proceeding to the questions. This video consists of 21 technical questions and the first question of this video is Euler's formula states that the buckling load P for a column of length L, both ends hinged and whose least moment of inertia and modulus of elasticity of the material of column is L and E respectively. The correct answer for this question is option number B, pi square E I mean by L square. The correct explanation for it is Euler's theory will be applicable when column is long and prismatic and this column only fails in buckling. Effect of crushing is neglected in Euler's buckling theory and the Euler's load for different column with different end conditions are when both ends hinge, the effective length will be L. When one end fixed and another end free, the effective length LE will be equals to 2L. And when both end fixed, then the effective length will be L by 2. And last one is when one end fixed and another end hinged, then the effective length LE will be equals to L by root 2. Okay. Now proceeding to the next question. Portal bracing in truss bridge is used to transfer load from top of end post to bearing, keep the rectangular shape of bridge cross section, stiffen the structure laterally, prevent sideways buckling of top chord. The correct answer for this question is option number A, transfer load from top of end post to bearing. As you can see in the right hand side diagram, this is the diagram of truss bridge and different components of a truss bridge, and portal bracing helps to transfer load from top of end post to bearings. Okay. Now proceeding to the next question. Efficiency of a riveted joint having minimum pitch as per IS 800/2007. The correct answer for this question is 60%, यानी कि option number C. As per 800 IS 800, efficiency of a rivet joint having minimum pitch is 2.5 into diameter, the gross diameter, is 60% efficiency of a riveted joint. Now proceeding to the next question. Maximum deflection of a simply supported beam of length L with central concentrated load W is, the correct answer for this question will be WL cube by 48 EI, option number A. The diagram of this beam will be looks like that. At A point reaction A, B point reaction B, and the middle point is point C. Here we need to find out the deflection of the particular simply supported beam. Okay. And I have given some different type of beams and different type of loading condition with respect to their end slope, maximum deflection and maximum bending moment. Now proceeding to the next question. Maximum bending moment due to a moving load on a simply supported beam occurs. The correct answer for this question is under the load. If in this question says that maximum bending moment due to a moving load on a fixed beam occurs, then it will be at the supports. Here it says that on a simply supported beam, so the correct answer will be under the load. Keep in mind that. Now proceeding to the next questions. Next question is bolts are most suitable to carry shear, bending, axial tension, shear and bending. As you can see in the right hand diagram, bolts are most suitable to carry option number C, axial tension. Okay, now proceeding to the next question. Slenderness ratio of lacing bars should not exceed. The correct answer for this question is option number C, 145. There are some provisions for lacing bars. For, as you can see in the right hand image, this is a double laced system and this one is single laced system combined with cross members, and the provisions are: the effective length of a single lacing riveted at ends will be is equals to L. LE will be equals to L. And for double lacing riveted at ends and at intersection, the effective length LE will be equals to 0.7 into L. And for welded lacing, the value will be 0.7 into L. And this lacing system in column is generally preferred in case of eccentric loads. Okay, now proceeding to the next questions. A butt weld is specified by a effective throat thickness, plate thickness, size of weld or penetration thickness. As you can see in the right hand diagram, there are various types of weld. Number 1 is butt weld, number 2 is fillet weld, and number 3 is edge weld. The correct answer for this question is effective throat thickness, option number A. Now proceeding to the next question. Strain energy of a member may be equated to. The correct answer for this question is option number C and D, both. Half into stress into strain into volume of member, or half into stress square, or as stress is denoted as sigma, so sigma square into volume of member, that means is equals to V by Young's modulus, that is denoted as E. So that means sigma square into V by 2 into E. C and D, both options are right in these questions. Now proceeding to the next question. Gantry girders are designed to resist lateral loads, lateral, longitudinal and vertical loads, lateral, longitudinal and vertical loads, lateral and longitudinal loads. The correct answer for this question is option number C, lateral, longitudinal and vertical loads. Actually, gantry girders are specifically designed to resist longitudinal loads, and most often than non-longitudinal forces are produced by the joint actions of vertical and horizontal, that means horizontal lateral forces. Therefore, gantry girder resists all three type of forces: lateral, longitudinal and vertical loads. Now proceeding to the next question. As per Indian Standard Code specification, maximum bending moment for design of purlins can be taken as. The correct answer for this question is WL by 10, yani ki option C, where W is the total distributed load including wind load of the purlin, and L is the center to center distance of supports. And purlin in a bridge truss can be defined as it is the horizontal member of bridge truss. Okay, now proceeding to the next question. Lag angles are used to reduce the length of connection, or unequal angles increase shear lag, or all of the above. As you can see in the right hand diagram, what is lag angle in a gusset plate, and these lag angles can be defined as: lag angle is small piece of angle used to connect outstand legs of the member to the gusset plate, as you can see in the diagram. And the purpose of lag angle is to reduce the length of connection to the gusset plate and to reduce shear lag effect. So the correct answer for this question will be option number A, are used to reduce the length of connection. Now next question. Batons provided for a compression member shall be designed to carry a transverse shear equals to. The correct answer for this question is 2.5% of axial force in member, yani ki option number A. Now proceeding to the next question. Negative skin friction on piles may occur when pile settlement is greater than soil settlement is greater than pile settlement, soil settlement is equals to pile settlement, soil settlement is half of pile settlement. The correct answer for this question is soil settlement is greater than pile settlement. Okay, and negative skin friction is usually a downward shear drag acting on a pile or pile group because of downward movement of surrounding soil relative to the piles. Okay, now proceeding to the next question. Skin friction and end bearing resistance of piles can be obtained in a separated way by the correct answer for this question is cyclic pile load test. Now next question. In case of 2A slab, the limiting deflection is as per IS 456-2000 version. It is the primarily a function of short span, यानी कि option number B. Allowable deflection in RCC concrete beams shall not exceed. The correct answer for this question will be option number A and C. Both options are right. Span by 250, span by 350. Just because of span by 250 can be used, the final deflection due to all loads including the effect of temperature, creep and shrinkage and measured from as cast level of the support of floors. Then the value will be span by 250 and span by 350 value can be used the deflection including the effect of temperature, creep and shrinkage occurring after erection of partition and application of finishes. Okay. Then the value should not exceed span by 350. So the correct answer can be taken here A and C both of. Okay. And this is the most important check for limit state of serviceability. Now proceeding to the next question. Drops are provided in flat slab to resist bending moment, thrust, shear, torsion. The correct answer for this question is shear. Here you can see in the right hand diagram what is drops are provided in flat slab. This is flat slab and this is called drops. Okay. And this is flat slab. And if the loaded length of span in meters of a railway steel bridge carrying a single track is 6 meters, the impact factor is taken as. The correct answer for this question is between 0.5 and 1.0. That means option number C. Now proceeding to the next question. In this question, in limit state design of concrete structures, strain distribution is assumed to be. As you can see right hand diagram, this is a cross section of a simply supported beam. D is the effective depth and capital D is the overall depth and B is the width of the beam and AST is the cross sectional area of steel. Here the strain distribution is assumed to be linear. That means option number A. Okay. And before that, we need to know what is limit state. Limit state is a design methodology help us to design structures based on both safety and serviceability. It is also better than working stress methodology and ultimate load factor method. Okay. And with the help of this methodology, we can determine ultimate moment carrying capacity of a material and impending state of failure of a structure can be obtained by this methodology. Now proceeding to the next question. Reduction coefficient of a reinforced concrete column with an effective length of 4.8 meter and size 250 into 300 mm is. The correct answer for this question is The correct answer for this question is option number B, 0.85. To find out reduction coefficient of a reinforced concrete column, The formula for it is 1.25 minus L effective, that means effective length of column, to the 48 into B. B is the width of the column. Here L effective will be 4.8 meter, that means 4800. Okay, to the 48 into B, that means 250. So the correct answer of this will be 0.4, and 1.25 minus 0.4 will be 0.85. So the correct answer will be option number B, 0.85. Okay, thank you for today. If you like my video, okay, then do share and subscribe my channel, and also keep your valuable comment and feedback given the comment section. Thank you.